Good day, everybody, and I want to talk about Scotland again. I sent out a video at the end of last year on should Scotland wait, meaning should they wait before they get another referendum for independence. And it was met with some enthusiasm from particularly people from the Scottish nationalist side, who came up with some objective comments in terms of what they felt was required, because there was no trust with the Tories, no trust with the Tory government, and things have gone from bad to worse over the last few years, and therefore they don't trust Boris. And I can understand that. I can understand why, not just actually in Scotland, there are people in the UK as well, who in England as well, who would have the same view. But I think where I'm coming from is more a question of, this is a new broom here, totally. And politicians are politicians after all. I don't particularly think the Scottish nationalists have got any more benefit for people living in Scotland than any other politician for that matter. I don't think they tell the truth, and I don't think they talk with good intent for Scottish people. And I believe that, quite honestly. What I've seen and experienced myself from being in Scotland many times and done business and worked in Scotland is exactly the opposite. And I can understand frustrations. I can understand also why some of it might lean towards blaming the Westminster government for what's gone on up there. But Scotland has got serious commercial issues, serious infrastructure issues, serious social domestic issues like everywhere else, and it's not because of the Westminster government. It's for other reasons. I mean, over the years, the whisky business in Scotland has been bought out and bought out. 75% of it is now owned by overseas companies. 75% of it. And that's where it is. When it comes to the fisheries, I mean, the salmon industry, which is a global business, okay, but the Norwegians have it. The Norwegians own the global salmon business, and they own most of the Scottish salmon. Check it out, look at it yourselves. These are things I've been fighting against, by the way. When it comes to government and infrastructure and transport, I've been putting in recommendations for years to assist Scotland with developing Prestwick Airport to make it a hub for freight, for their agriculture, for their fisheries, for their pharmaceutical industries. But they haven't been able to make anything happen. I'm not saying the English are any better, let me make a point, but I'm just making the point. The Scottish government have not been very, very successful in sorting out their affairs they should be able to sort out themselves. They haven't been able to do that. I had one comment come back to me where they were talking about England only wants to hold on to Scotland for the oil revenue. No, we don't. I mean, that's also nonsense. And there's nothing in the process that would want us to have a barrier between Scotland and England. England is 60% of Scotland's income when it comes to trade. For obvious reasons, we're across the border, and it therefore it makes good sense. Why would you want to stop trading with England? It's 60% of your business. I know the EU is an issue in terms of Brexit, but I also have a question about that. I can't understand why Scottish nationalists, who are so intent on nationalisation, want to have their independence, want to still remain with the EU and have all those rules put on them to do things in certain ways, because it doesn't make sense to me. Why would any nationalist party want to be part of the EU? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, that's, as someone who lives in the UK, I'm English, yes, but I also have support for the Welsh, for the Scots, for the Irish, and I'm pro Scotland getting its independence, if that's what's right for Scotland and Scotland's people. But I'm not in for bad language, bad mouthing, and just calling everyone by an insulting name. I'm for the country, and I'm happy to talk to sensible people with sensible debate about what Scotland can do to gain its independence, if you like. What I'm not prepared to do is talk and hear rubbish and nonsense and swearing and abuse. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.